What? 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 I didn't even know that was possible. What is that? What do I do? Wait? I don't want to wait. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll do some other stuff. Like... No, not that. I guess I'll do this one. Hi. What were we supposed to do again?
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel, you say?
Oh wait, he's a...
I do remember that.
I didn't know
He
that.
brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
why did it block her face? Oh my god. Alright, where? Over here.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Smaragdus nephrite?
Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time.
Oh.
I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy.
Why is it not showing her face? That is confusing.
Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give Elemental Sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
Not a trace of elemental energy.
So they really are different.
That was cool.
But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
Why couldn't tell them apart?
These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossel...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Chateau. Got it. Oh.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir.
Why?
Mr.
That is
Crossel did
so
indeed claim that the
annoying.
ore he brought to your
What
store
the
was in
heck?
fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
I think that's a...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these
there
stone
you go.
shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from
These shots are
ore
terrible.
that Mr. Crossel brought to your store.
Like, what?
Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry,
okay.
you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
Oh.
Jewelry.
Oh my god, I love when she
jewelry.
pulled out her book.
Nope. Aha! Got it! Sinxie. She often helps people to
Sinxie.
find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick.
Okay.
How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts.
Oh, that's a good shot
And
right there.
contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Is this how adept I becomes so adept at everything? Adept. Yeah.
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go
I
look
just
for
like
Sinxie.
reading things. Oh yeah, the girl with yeah. Hello.
Oh, Miss Yanfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions.
I
Has a
like
merchant
her.
by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called
Snezhnaya.
Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Sinxie, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid
Oh,
gemstone
wow.
is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sinxie. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your
Yeah,
document as soon
minor.
as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is Everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble.
Must be the nature of legal consultancy.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Yes, Baiju,
The
let's
weirdo
go.
with the snake around his neck?
Hey,
What do you
don't
want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands,
Oh.
we can wrap this case up.
Didn't even know that. What? Wait, am missing something? I wasn't paying attention, am I? Look at this place. Is this the new update? No, this is the event, right? I do not know. I think so. The other quest in Liyue does not work with the event because they will block your favorite character. Wait, I'm in the wrong thing. What's over here? Baiju! Oh my gosh. Oh, who's that?
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs.
Oh,
And if it
okay.
isn't Miss Yanfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
Ah, I love his
No,
character
no.
design.
I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with
pretty.
Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse.
Oh, yeah, she mentioned
Anyway, I'm
it.
sure you
Okay,
didn't
okay,
come
okay.
all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you,
That was,
Yanfei,
like, a
and
week
given the
ago.
specific nature of your question,
I think.
I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed
Wait
the
a
case.
second.
If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document, won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Ah, you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Yeah,
Baiju guy is as weird as ever.
I like
Is
him.
it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Show me your prescription.
Dr. Baiju's always been
Fishing.
like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
I don't know about you, he seemed pretty normal to me, and even if he's weird, I do not care because he looks so cool. Wait, can I just... Oh my god. Wait. That's... Alright, too close. That's... I forgot. Dendro, right? This guy is a
Show me
Dendro?
your prescription.
I thought there isn't any Dendro characters yet. What? Dude, that's so cool. I want to see a Dendro character. I don't think you can get them. I don't see anyone, you know, with a Dendro character. Hey, yo.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract. Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Yes.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
He looks
Not
like
at all.
he has no
According
eyebrows.
to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, smaragdus nephrite.
You
Now,
tell
the
him,
contract states
let's
very
go.
clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this.
Frame.
I spent a huge sum to obtain that smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed.
Sure.
Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm in court. This is my dream. Okay, not really. I watch too many drama. I mean, they're all the same, right? So why not start with the Jade Mystery?
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between smaragdus jadeite and smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Okay, so during all that, I accidentally cut my feet. Okay? On the wood of the table. Ow. Ow. Okay.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed smaragdus jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet.
Yes.
Traveler, would you do the honors?
I'd love
This shall
to.
serve as decisive proof of our case.
Evidence from Boo Boo Pharmacy.
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No
Really?
idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient,
kind
considering
of
that, as you say,
shot
you were
is
ignorant
this?
of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
Yes.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh?
So you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The
Just
hairpins
admit it, bruh.
aren't actually inlaid with genuine smaragdus jadeite?
You're caught
Is that
in
what you were about to
4K.
say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please.
No,
My
no,
client
no.
and I are waiting.
I...
Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Again, that's legal consultancy. For you.
I admit
cannot
it.
speak.
I confess, the ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price.
That's not my
But
problem.
after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant
You
state of
didn't
agitation
think
too.
to go to the doctor or
I
the
went to
boo-boo
Boo Pharmacy to
pharmacist?
get
Oh.
myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite.
My god, why can't
I
you
kept the
find
real
a way
Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box.
to,
I daren't touch it
know?
again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
So, why did you charge Jiqiao such an extortionate rental price?
Exactly.
Big
If they
words.
weren't the real
Big
deal,
words.
why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
Yep.
10 times?
Croso looks like
Oh.
he could faint any second.
God.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora.
What?
Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
What?
Ms. Jiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it
Nice.
is.
Miss Yanfei.
I don't know.
I'll turn the Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever, it'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yanfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine
Oh
ores.
gosh.
If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I
This
think
is
we
a
could do
good
some fine
idea.
business between us.
I don't know. I don't know
Let me think for a
business.
moment.
So?
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yes, though there were some twists and turns along the way.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place.
Oh
for
my
it.
gosh.
But this time,
Yeah.
you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents.
Honestly, yes. I guess this is
Even
my
though the
favorite
solution
quest.
didn't involve actually
Not
finding the
really, but you know what I
hairpins.
mean.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
Can't say I've ever met an adeptus like you before.
An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case,
Oh.
you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there is more than just reason involved here, Paimon.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Tento, what now? Oh, hey, I have some. That's cool. Only one? What the? For like, you know, treasure and memory. I wonder if you can display them. Because I know you can do French, you know. Wouldn't it be cool if you can just display all your stuff that you get from Quest? That would be cool, right?
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
We were, thanks to Yanfei.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the
Bye-bye.
rest.
Bye, Yanfei.
I'm off
oh
then.
my gosh,
Bye.
I love her.
Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly.
Ooh, yeah, okay,
Regulars
okay,
get
okay.
discounts too.
Yes.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot. Hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Bye.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
A truly unique Adeptus.
Ah, indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Ah,
I mean,
Liyue
she's
is not the same
pretty young.
place I once knew.
Well, she's an Adeptus, so you can't really know how young. Granny?
All right then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Give me!
Oh,
give me
Paimon's
a,
so
give me a...
excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for
Ooh,
a
that's
moment.
new, shan't. I've never heard that word before. You learn something new
There
every
we
day.
go.
Oh
This Serenity pot is all yours now.
my god!
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen.
I'm pretty clumsy.
Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to
Yes.
make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks, Granny.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh,
you know,
needn't
beepity
worry
boppity boo.
about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await
Little
you within this
helper?
teapot. She will explain everything
Ooh.
you need to know about it.
Little helper? You know, besides Paimon? Oh.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh my goodness, there's a part 2. Cool, okay. Can I do it now, please? What? Oh, do I have to do this first? Okay. Fine, I'll do it first. Also, to my inventory. Woo! Oh my gosh. Cool. Whoa. I can enter it? No way. Oh! Oh, is this? No. Seriously? Oh yeah, these are the room. Oh shoot. Oh, you can pick? Oh, I don't know. Which one's good? This looks so good. I don't really like islands because they creep me out. Floating islands is... I mean... Oh. Whoa. Okay. A cloud-piercing mountain peak. Well, that's how it looks at least, but being inside a teapot and all, the highest mountain probably reaches no higher than the stalk of a tea leaf. An island cluster surrounded by water, one wonders how many cups of tea can be brewed from this vast ocean. Ooh, oh, this is like cloud retainer place. I don't know. Yeah, many Dovetail rooms. Should I? I don't know. But I really like this one. But this is like Liyue, right? I don't know. Ah! Let's choose this one. I'll choose it. Oh gosh. Oh, I did it. Oh!
Divination.
Oh my god. No way.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too!
Oh my god.
Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get this, Paimon, you could carve us a whole house out of this rock.
Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it!
I don't want to do it.
Why is it so empty here apart from that house?
Is that... I don't know, I'm blind.
Oh, wait a second. What is that?
I can't see because it's too far away. Ooh, what are these? Oh, that's cool. Wait, you can... Ah, you can co-op in here. Co. Yo! Ah, cool. It's pretty cool. Okay. How do I leave? Oh, what's this? Okay, what is this? Oh god. Oh. Sir. Oh my god. Enter mansion. Okay, I'll claim that later. Okay, how do I get out?
Such for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed.
Shoot.
It can only but be accepted.
Trust rank award. Gee. Okay, I want to go back. Because I have some stuff. Oh, that's what that is. Oh my god, I gotta stop. I was wondering, like, what is that for? Part 2 tomorrow. Or not. Who knows?